Hi, sweet soul, and welcome to today's class. Thank you for joining me and letting me be your guide. This class was filmed at the beautiful Hierve el Agua in Oaxaca, Mexico. This is a faster paced class for those with a stronger foundation. To begin, please come to a seated position on your mat. Place your left hand on your heart, followed by your right, and thank yourself for setting aside this time to practice. Taking a moment to set your intention, connecting with your heart, with yourself, with your breath. Being here in this moment, that's the only thing that you have to do throughout this class, is connect with your breath, move through your body, and be. If you open your heart, you already have all the love you need. A quote by Don Miguel Ruiz. Placing your hands on your knees, begin making neck rotations. Making big or small rotations, going fast or slow at your own pace, tuning into this moment. Drawing in your lower belly, lifting up from your pelvic floor. Try to lower your shoulders down and find a little more length in your spine. Exploring a full range of motion, maybe going a little bit bigger now, and taking it the opposite direction. Begin tuning into the sensations, following your breath, observing it as it goes in and out of your body. Feeling it as it comes in, feeling the sensations as it releases. Instead of taking the breath, let the breath take you. A concept I learned by Daniel Schmidt in meditation. Now going into Sufi grinds by bringing your body forward, over, back, and around. Exploring this motion, almost imagining like your spine is stirring the pot of your pelvis. So you bring your chest forward, your shoulders over, your heart back and around. Exploring these circular motions and the different sensations that may arise, and going in the opposite direction. Circling now in the opposite direction, bringing your body forward, over and around. Maybe you feel it in your hips, your lower back, your knees. Everyone's a little different, and each day is different in your own body. Continuing to breathe in. Placing your left hand down, bring your right arm up and over. You can lower onto your forearm to intensify the side body stretch. Breathing into your ribs, breathing in and out of your nose. Come up through center, take it to the other side. Going to the same level that you did on the opposite side. Anchoring down through the opposing hip and stretching out all the way through your fingertips. Coming up through center. And come onto your hands and knees. Bringing your knees under your hips, your hands under your shoulders. Gaze up as you inhale, exhale as you draw into yourself. Inhale, draw your shoulders down, lift your tail up. Exhale, curl your head down, draw your tail down. Inhale, continue with this dance going up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, draw into yourself. Inhale, draw your shoulders down, around and up. Exhale, lower your head down. Inhale as you shine your heart forward. Exhale as you draw in. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, round in. Inhale, gaze up. Spread your knees a little bit wider to the edge of your mat and begin taking these big full body circles, circling your body over to one side, up, over to the other side and back. Exploring this range of motion, kind of coming back into child's pose as you come back. Now taking it the opposite direction. You can include your ribs a little if you'd like, making this as small or as large and wild of a movement as you like. It's up to you. feeling the different sensations in your body, breathing in and out. Come into downward facing dog, raising your sit bones up to the sky, drawing your shoulders down your spine, pedal your legs, bending one knee and the other, awakening up the back of your hamstrings, bending one knee and the other, drawing in your core, and then lowering your heels down to the mat. Gaze is up towards your navel. Draw in your lower belly. Shift your gaze forward and step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale into a forward fold, bending your knees, placing your arms behind your knees. And then inhale, bring your arms up to the sky. Draw in the energy. Exhale, bring your arms down. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Grab a hold of your right wrist and move over to the left, anchoring down through your right foot and stretching out through your fingertips. Draw in your lower belly to protect your spine and find a little more length. Come up through center and take it to the opposite side, grabbing the other wrist. Now arching over to the right, grounding down through the left foot. Come up through center, find a slight back bend, going to only where it's comfortable. Can go as big or as little as you'd like. And then swan dive forward, coming into a forward fold. Inhale finds a flat spine. Exhale, place your hands down, step or hop back to plank. Slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in and out of your nose. Shift your gaze forward, step or hop to the front of the mat. Exhale, draw into yourself. Inhale, bring your arms up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive back down. Going right back into it. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, step or hop to plank. Slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Raise your right leg up to the sky in a three-legged dog. Finding a little bit more flexibility, lower the leg down and bring your left leg up to the sky, stretching from the base of your head all the way out through your toes. And then lower that leg down, shift your gaze forward, hop to the front of your mat, inhale to a flat spine, exhale, lower down, inhale your arms down, around and up, collect the good energy and draw it into your heart. Inhale your arms down, around and up, exhale, lead with your heart, fold down. Inhale, flat spine, exhale, step or hop back, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Finding length in your spine, drawing in your core, ground down into the earth, drawing your shoulders down your spine, shift your gaze forward, step or hop to the front of your mat, inhale flat spine, exhale draw in. Inhale your arms down, around and up. Exhale, bring them to your heart center. Come into chair pose, bringing your hips to come down. Try to take the arch out of your lower spine. Bring your hands to your heart and twist to the right. Or bringing the outer edge of your left arm to your right thigh. Come through center and take the outer edge of your right arm to your left thigh, twisting with your hands in prayer, drawing in your core. Come through center, place your hands down on the earth in a forward fold. Inhale to a flat spine, exhale chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Draw your shoulders down your spine, curl your toes under, press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Good work. Bring your right leg forward, coming into warrior one, adjusting to bring your hips a little bit more square to the front of your mat, sinking down into that front leg, bringing your arms up above your head, taking a pistol grip if you'd like, drawing in your lower belly. Bring your arms down behind your back, interlace your fingers, and lower yourself down, coming into humble warrior, bringing your arms above your head. Your shoulder is in line with your knee, or maybe even a little below it. Bring your left hand down, bring your right arm up, and gaze up towards your hand. Now bring your left arm to the outer edge of your right thigh and bring your hands in prayer, almost like we did in chair, but now we're in this warrior position. Bring your hands down to frame your foot, step back plank, slowly lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Raise your seat up to the sky, shine your sit bones up, place your left foot forward. Inhale your arms up to the sky, coming into warrior one on the opposite side. Enjoying the pistol grip if you'd like. Drawing in your lower belly, letting your ribs magnetize towards one another. Bring your arms behind your back and then come down in humble warrior. Shoulder comes in line with your knee. Arms come up and over your head. Sinking down into that left quad. Placing your right hand down, bringing your left hand up in this nice twist. Breathing in and out of your nose, gazing up towards your fingertips. Taking the twist deeper if you'd like by bringing the outer edge of your arm to your thigh like you did in chair pose with your hands together in prayer pose. Place your hands down to frame your foot and step to the front of your mat. Come back into chair pose, bringing your arms above your head. You can flirt with coming up onto your tippy toes. A little turbulence is okay. Come up to stand and release your arms down by your side. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Draw in your core and swan dive down. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, hop back. Slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, curl your toes, press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out. Step your right foot forward, coming into a high lunge. Square off your hips, lower down into your front leg. Bring your hands above your head and bounce up and down a couple of times. Then stopping at the lower part of the bounce. And then open up into warrior two, bringing your arms out to either side. Draw your shoulders down, gaze over your front fingertips. Bring your back arm down your thigh, your front arm up and over as you come into reversed warrior. Bringing your right arm to your right knee, your left arm up and over your head to frame your ear. Here we are in extended side angle. You can stay there or bring your hand down onto a block or onto the earth, coming into a broader or larger expression of extended side angle. Place your hand down on the mat, come into a low crescent lunge, bringing your back knee down, arms come up and over your head, shoulders draw down. Try to bring your lower belly in. Hands come to frame your foot. Place your left hand down, bring your right arm up, coming into a twist. Stay here or bring your right hand back. Start bringing your left heel towards your glute and grab a hold of it, stretching out your quad. Breathing in and out, gently release your foot back down. Come into plank, slowly lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Draw your shoulders down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press your hips up. Draw in your core. Place your left foot forward. Come into high lunge on the opposite side. Bring your arms up. Bounce up and down, trying to find a little bit more motion and coming down a little bit more on the bottom of the bounce. Finding a bigger expression of this high crescent lunge. And then opening up into your warrior two, allowing your arms to draw to either side, shoulders draw down your back. Breathing in and out. Bring your back arm down your thigh, your front arm up and over. Framing your ear. Breathe into your ribs. Find a moment of peace. Bring that left forearm down, the right arm up and over to frame your ear. Feeling it from your foot all the way out through your fingertips, staying here, or bringing that hand down to a block or down to the earth, going to the level that you did on the other side. Place your hands down to the earth. Come down into low crescent lunge, releasing that back right foot down. Bring your arms up and over your head. Shoulders come down. Open up your arms and bring your left arm to come to find your right foot and draw that foot towards your glute, finding a nice stretch in your quad. Then simply release your foot down and bring your arm up to the sky to find a nice twist. Bring your hands down to frame the earth and step forward, coming into chair pose. Sink your hips back, bring your arms up above your head. Draw your shoulders down your spine and then release your hands down by your feet into your forward fold. Inhale your arms down, around, and up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale to find a flat spine. Exhale, step your right foot back. Come into another high lunge. Bounce up and down. Stop at the bottom of the bounce once you feel good. And then we're going to take a bind, bringing your left arm under your thigh, your right arm behind you, interlacing your fingers, grabbing a hold of your wrist or your shirt or using a strap. Then walk your foot in, and we're going to try for bird of paradise. Shifting your weight into your right foot, and then begin to raise yourself up to a standing position, maintaining the bind if you can. Once you feel ready, you can straighten the left leg, staring at a point of focus, maintaining your drishti, trying to keep the leg straight, and then lower that leg down. Release the bind, come into a forward fold. Inhale to a flat spine, hop back, plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Shift your gaze forward, step your right foot forward, coming into a high crescent lunge, bringing your arms above your head, moving your weight up and down, and then eventually stopping at the bottom. Drawing in your lower belly. And then release your arms, come in to take the bind. Right arm comes under your thigh, left arm comes back and around, grabbing where is comfortable. Draw in your lower belly for stability. Focus at a point in front of you. Prepare knowing that you're about to come into bird of paradise. So step that left leg in, shift your weight into the left leg. Ground down, root to rise to come to stand, keeping the leg bent at first, and once you feel stable and ready, you can begin trying to straighten that right leg, enjoying your bird of paradise. Rebend the knee, return to the earth, and then come to the front of the mat. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, lead with your heart. Come down into your forward fold. Inhale to a flat spine. Place your hands down. Hop on back. Slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press back up to plank and come into side plank on the left side. Grounding down through your left hand. Plugging that arm into the shoulder socket, coming onto the left side. Feet are stacked. You can stay there or bring your right knee up, staying there, or you can try to grab your toes and extend your legs straight up to the sky. Release and hold for a moment, and then come into wild thing, placing that right foot down behind you. Left arm expands open, hips raise up to the sky. Come back to plank. And switch on to side plank on the right side, grounding down through that wrist and the right foot. Lift your hips up to the sky. Stay here or draw your left knee up. Stay here or grab a hold of your toes with peace fingers. Extend that leg up. Do your best to raise your hips. Maintain. Excellent work. Come into wild thing. The left foot comes down behind you. That left arm comes back and over your head. Raise your hips up to the sky. Come back in through center, coming back to plank. Slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press up and back, downward facing dog. Draw in your core. Come down onto your forearms, coming into dolphin, and raise your left leg up to the sky. Bend at the left knee, drawing your heel down towards the earth slightly. Re-extend the leg, release it back to the earth. Bring your right leg up to the sky, raising it up. And then bend at the knee, bringing that heel down towards the earth, opening up your hip, release the leg back down to the earth. Press back up into downward facing dog. Draw your shoulders and plug them into your pocket. Shift your gaze forward. Hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, draw into yourself. Inhale, your arms down, around, and up. Exhale, bring them to your heart. Inhale, your arms up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive down into your forward fold. Inhale to a flat spine. Place your hands down on the earth. Bring your right leg back, come into a low crescent lunge with your knee on the ground. Inhale your arms up to the sky, shoulders draw down, lower belly draws in. Release your arms down to frame your foot. Bring your knee up, coming into a high lunge now. Arms come up, shoulders come down. Press up and off onto the left leg. Bring your right heel up to the sky. Bring your left hand down. And then bring your right hand to your hip, coming into half moon, or bring your right arm up to the sky as well. Exploring half moon. You can also take the variation by bending your knee and yearning your heel towards you, grabbing a hold of where you can, and pressing your foot into your hand to open up. Release the bind if you have it, and square your hips. Let your leg come out behind you. Coming into warrior three, bringing your hands to your heart. Bring your arms out to the side or out in front of you. Draw in your lower belly and release your leg down, coming to stand. Inhale your arms above your head. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, come to a flat spine. Exhale, hop on back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, curl your toes, press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breathing in and out of your nose, taking a moment to reconnect. Step your right foot forward, come into a low crescent lunge. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Draw your shoulders down your spine. Knit in your lower ribs so they come to magnetize towards one another. You can engage your back glute for stability. Curl your toes. Bring your back knee up and come into your high crescent lunge. You can also use your hands to assist you in that process. Release your arms down and launch onto that right foot, coming into half moon, bringing the other leg up to the sky. Your hand can be on your hip or up to the sky. Bring that left knee back, bending at the knee, bringing your left arm back, trying to find your foot, pressing into your foot if you wanted to take the variation. Release the bind if you have it, and bring your hips to come to square. When you're ready, bring your hands to your heart center, coming into airplane or warrior three, bringing your arms out by your side, and eventually they may come forward if that feels all right for you. Drawing in your core, coming back through to a standing position. Inhale your arms above your head. Exhale, lead with your heart. Come down into a forward fold. Inhale to find a flat spine. Exhale, bend your knees and come to sit and lay on your spine. We're going to come into wheel, so prepare for wheel, bringing your arms behind you, your fingers point toward your shoulders, and when you're ready, press up into wheel pose. You can always take bridge if that's not accessible. Bring your chest forward. Stay here or come onto your forearms. Bring your hands to walk in slightly and then lower onto your forearms if that's okay with you. And then you can extend your legs so they become straight, and then bring them in to walk a little closer, playing around with some things. You can also just stay still. You can even raise one leg up to the sky, lifting your hips up, then returning that leg down, trying it with your other foot, bringing your knee into your chest, and then raising that leg up to the sky, lowering it back down to the earth. And then when you're ready, release down with care, very gently coming back onto the earth, bringing your knees into your chest, squeeze them in a few times, releasing down. Rock and roll your way up to your feet and then come onto your shins for camel pose. You can take a traditional camel pose or you can try advancing. To do that, bring your hands to your hips, draw in your lower core, bring your hands to your heart, shift your hips forward, bring your heart up and over and back, begin leaning back, going all the way until your hands may eventually reach the earth. Staying there or walking your hands to your heels, staying there or lowering your forearms down, keeping your head slightly elevated. Enjoying this intense back bend, trying to keep any pressure out of your spine. Extend your arms so they become straight, and then come out the way that you came in and lower your seat down into your heels and just sit here for a moment, releasing any tension in your lower spine, offering your breath. Take a gentle twist to one side, gazing over your back shoulder, letting go of any tension. Come to the other side, gazing over the other shoulder, releasing and letting go. Come through center, place your hands onto the earth, step back into plank, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, curl your toes, press up and back, downward facing dog. Raise your right leg up to the sky. Draw your knee in towards your chest and come into pigeon. Placing that right leg down, bringing your heel in towards your hip will lessen the stretch. Extending the back leg straight behind you, staying in a traditional pigeon or bringing the left foot into the crease of your left elbow. Right arm comes up and over, fingers come to clasp, coming into mermaid pose. Extending that leg straight behind you. You can stay there. Or you can try for king pigeon, bending your knee, bringing your foot to your head, your arms come up and over, grab a hold of your toes and draw it in towards your head. Release with care. Come back into downward dog, shake it out, walk it out, and raise your left leg up to the sky. Draw your knee in towards your core, place the leg down, coming into pigeon, drawing the right leg out behind you. First, getting upright, drawing your shoulders down. Second, trying for mermaid if you'd like, bringing your right foot into the crease of your right elbow, left arm comes up and over. Nice, beautiful mermaid. Release with care. Square your pelvis, bring your head back, bend at the knee, look for your foot, bring your arms up and over, grab a hold of your foot and yearn it towards your head. Release with care. Now, of course, those are pretty advanced postures, so you don't have to do that. When you're done, press up and back into your downward facing dog. Bend your feet, slowly walk forward to the front of your mat. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, fold into yourself. Inhale your arms down, around, and up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Bend your knees and slowly lower down to the earth, coming to a seat. Extend your legs out in front of you and come into figure 4, bringing your left ankle to your right quad and then take a forward fold. You can come onto your forearms or all the way over that leg, breathing into any tight areas. Often our hips get quite tight. Come up to a seated position, extend that leg and take it to the other side. Right ankle comes to left quad, come to your forearms and fold over your leg. Breathing in, breathing out, giving thanks. Come back up to a seated position. Extend your legs out. Inhale your arms above your head. Exhale, fold over your legs. Draw down. Try to find length through your spine. Try to have your shoulders inch away from your ears. You can grab a hold of your wrists or anywhere that feels comfortable here. A moment to go within. Come back up through a seat. Take your left foot and bring it into half lotus. Bring your left arm around your back. Grab your toes to bind. Bring your right arm forward and fold over that leg. Breathing in and out. Winding down the class. Release. Let's take it to the other side. Right foot comes into half lotus. Right arm comes behind your back. Grab your toes and come forward into your forward fold. Forehead comes to your shin. Releasing here. Come back up through center, and this time place your right foot on the outside of the left thigh. Hug your knee. Your back arms behind you for support. Gaze over that back shoulder. Then grab a hold of your right foot with your left arm. Extend the leg straight if you can. Then release it. We'll take it to the other side, taking the twist first. Left foot goes on the outside of the right leg. Right arm hugs the knee. Left arm is behind you for support. Gaze is over the back shoulder. And then you're going to extend that leg out for a deep stretch, extending the left leg straight. Release with care. Come to lie down on your back. Bring your shoulders down beneath you. Draw your knees into your chest and take happy baby. Bringing your feet up to the sky, grabbing the outer edge of your feet, lowering your knees down into the earth, staying still or rocking side to side. Bring your knees into your chest and take a supine twist, drawing your knees over to the left. Gaze is either up to the sky or over to the left. Winding down, giving thanks to yourself for showing up, for putting in the work. Bring your knees through center, drop them over to the right, gaze over to the left or up to the sky. Breathe into your belly at this point, fully relax and release. Let go of anything that's weighing you down. Bring your knees into chest and extend them out. Relaxing, releasing in the final resting pose, Shavasana. You are here just to be in this moment, a quote by Don Miguel Ruiz. And all you have to do is to tune into the sensations of your body, relax, release into Mother Earth, feel the support of the earth beneath you, release any tension, any worries, any thoughts of the future or of the past. Let it go. Let go of any need to control anything and just be. You can stay here for as long as you'd like, or when you're ready, begin to slowly awaken your body. Roll over onto one side and gently press yourself up to a seated position. Adjust to find your sitting bones. You can keep your gaze down or eyes closed. Inhale your arms above your head. Exhale them to your heart center. And breathe. Breathing in and out. You can take an Om if you'd like. And when you're ready, bow forward. Namaste. The divine energy within me honors the divine energy within you. Blessings. Until next time, sweet soul. I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. It was a true honor and delight. Until next time, I'll see you then.
Starfire gold discovered in Hathor's temple was used by the Anunnaki to enhance their energy bodies and possibly to prolong their lives. In 2009, scientists discovered the link between telomere length and aging. Our alchemical elixir and spagyric use superconductive properties of transition metals like gold to create an orbitally rearranged monatomic element that we love terming starfire gold. Get your alchemical elixir of the Anunnaki today in many different shapes and sizes over at geraldclark77.com or artisticvegan.com. Thanks for being a customer. We love you so much. Bye.